Hey everyone, Mistress Sweet Pea here. Thank you for tuning in to another one of my podcasts today. And I hope everyone is doing well. I guess we are, because we're playing the intro music again, so it must be a great day. There we go. And thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a long time since I've done a podcast. I've ventured out into radio broadcasting as well as other venues. So it's been a little hectic, but I am going to be devoting my time to video podcasting. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I am still around. I haven't moved away or haven't done anything. I haven't given up my love. Podcasting has been a love of mine for so long that I don't ever plan on getting rid of it. So anyways, thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about what, I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of it. It's called BoardReader. It's basically a search engine that indexes internet's hidden conversations. So this is something that is worth mentioning. So we're going to go into it, dive into it, and give you guys some information about it, so that way you can turn around and do your own research to decide if this is something you would want to consider. So a lot of people have not heard about BoardReader, and it's very common. It's basically started in the early 2000s, and we'll go ahead and get you some background on that. So basically, BoardReader was founded in 2000 in Troy, Michigan by a gentleman by the name of Scott Purdon. He wasn't trying to build like the next Google. He wasn't trying to do anything up to that nature. He was basically trying to solve a very specific problem. So back then, forums were everywhere. So if you remember in the early 2000s, you could go to ICQ. They had forums, and other platforms had forums that you could go into and review, or if you were looking for something specific, or if you needed some guidance, or you were just looking to see what people were posting. So back then, forums were everywhere. So going gaming forums, automotive, parenting, you name it. The topic you wanted, there was a forum for it. Even university boards, but they were scattered across the internet with its own search box. So in order to limit what you wanted, like let's say, for example, you had some information about a car, and you're looking at how to repair a part of something in the car is not working. You're trying to repair it. You go to these internet forums and you try to locate information. But the forums are so large and so full of data that it's hard to distinguish what information you have versus what you're missing. So back then, if you wanted to find out what people were saying about a product or a rumor or a game or whatever, you had to manually go through many, many forums just to find the information you need. So again, going back to the thing with the example with the automotive, with a car. Let's say you had to fix something in the car, and you wanted to do it yourself because you've done it before, but it's been a while, you're a little rusty, and you wanted to find out if what you're doing is the correct method, or if there's an easier method you could use. You would literally have to scour dozens and dozens of forums just to find what you need. So in 2000, Scott Purdon said, hey, why isn't there a search engine just for forums? Because back then you had to look through everywhere, not only even just dozens of forums, but you had to look through everywhere on the internet to find what you needed. So Scott came up with a concept, so he built one. He built a BoardReader concept. It's a search engine that indexes hidden conversations or information that you may look for, that you may need, that you don't have the time to go spend looking through various websites to locate. So BoardReader became a specialized search engine designed to crawl, index, and organize content from forums and message boards throughout the internet, placed in traditional search engines that are often struggling to parse. So BoardReader will search the internet, search all the boards and message boards out there, all the forums, and provide you with what you need. So it basically cuts the time in half. So you're not spending hours on the internet looking for something, where if you go to BoardReader, boom, it'll get you the information you need. So according to the company records, BoardReader remained unfunded. It was privately owned and operated independently for years. This independence meant that it didn't chase advertisers for advertising money or mass market appeal. It stayed laser focused on its own niche. So what does BoardReader really do? A lot of people are not aware of it. I just discovered this last week and I'm like, whoa, I wish I would have known this. For all the research I've done, just for like looking for tips and stuff, I could have done this years ago. So I wanted to share this with you guys. For those of you that don't know about this search engine. So let's break this down as to what BoardReader, let's break it down what made BoardReader different from other search engines. So Google crawls billions of pages across the entire web. So if you do a Google search, that's what happens. BoardReader crawls for forums only. So if you're doing a web search, if you're doing a Google search for something, it's going to crawl the web to find what you need and give you a list. BoardReader is different. It searches the web. It crawls the web for forums and message boards only. So this means that it could index threads deeply, understand forum structures, surface conversations that Google often find are buried, and then it can track discussions across multiple communities. So they also have advanced filters that allow you to search by date, language, forum type, and specific communities. So BoardReader is going to give you a large amount of data, and then you can filter it and sift through what exactly you're trying to tailor it down to, what specific information you need. This was incredibly useful. This was very useful actually for researchers, marketers, journalists, hobbyists, people who are trying to find what you like Dr. Twilight loves everything to do with predictive TVs and vintage equipment. And he uses this website, he uses this search engine and loves it. Because even though he's very knowledgeable and he knows a lot, there are things that, sometimes you just need to look up. And this BoardReader is a game changer. And I wish we knew about this. Well, I wish I knew about this like 10 years ago, but better late than never, right? So BoardReader also has real-time community pulse, which means the forums were the heartbeat of early internet culture. BoardReader became a way to measure that heartbeat. So basically, if you wanted to know what gamers thought about a new console that came out, what car enthusiasts thought about the new model of a Porsche that came out, or what parents were discussing about new toys, whether they were safe, BoardReader gave you the raw, unfiltered truth. So basically, it broke it down to you and said, okay, this is it. It served all the community forums, all the message boards, and here, A, B, C, D. From A to Z tells you exactly what it is, what people are saying, and it's unfiltered. It's the truth, unfiltered truth. Now remember, BoardReader, there's no funding, no corporate pressure. It actually never raised any capital. It never became a full giant. It never turned into a Google. It never pivoted into ads or social media. It stayed small. And that was the part of the charm of this company, is they didn't go out seeking advertising dollars. They didn't drum up capital revenue. They wanted to be small. And that's what makes this company a hidden gem that most people don't know about. So next time you have something that you need to research and you don't want to use Google, go to BoardReader and check it out. You will have to sign in. So you have to create a login, or you can log in with your Google account and you can type whatever it is you need. Like if you're doing a research paper, journalists love this as well. If you're doing a research paper, or if you're a journalist, or if you're journaling and you just need some ideas or tips, try BoardReader. It is a true game changer. Now, BoardReader, in comparison to other major search engines, there is a difference. So Google, Baidu, which is Baidu, and Yandex, which is a European company, I believe, are all listed as top competitors with Google. Now, Google versus BoardReader is a little different. Google is universal search engine, as we all know. Websites, news, images, videos, maps, shopping, academic papers, you name it, Google has it. Google's goal is to organize all of its world information in a condensed format. So when you get your search results, everything is condensed there on the screen for you. Now, BoardReader's goal was to organize forum conversations only. So the key difference is that Google crawlers often at times can struggle with forum structures, pagination, and dynamic content. Whereas BoardReader specializes in those structures, but it makes forum content easier to find. Google prioritizes authoritative sources. BoardReader prioritizes community discussion. So there is a difference between them both. And not one is better than the other, not one is bad. They're both great. It just depends on the kind of query search that you're doing. So it just, now Baidu, B-A-I-D-U, I might be saying it wrong, which is probably the case, is basically China's dominant search engine. That indexes Chinese websites, AI search results, multimedia, and local services. So BoardReader, by contrast, was global, focuses on discussion on forums, does not offer localized services, and does not use AI-driven tools. So there's your difference right there. So it is, BoardReader doesn't offer any of those things. It's basically simple. It's a simple search engine forum, nothing else. It'll search message boards and forums, and that's it. It's not, there's no bells and whistles, there's no AI feature capabilities. It's just a small company, and that it's a hidden gem in the internet world, I guess is the best way to put it. So what makes BoardReader unique? Hyper specialization is one of them. While major search engines try to be everything to everyone, BoardReader focuses on one thing and one thing only: search in forums and message boards, and it keeps it simple. It doesn't want to be complex like other search engines are. Community-centric results: if surface discussions, opinions, debates, and user-generated content that mainstream engines are often buried in. So it's community-centric results. So it gives you community-based results, community-based forums, message boards that are community-based. So it's more personal than Google, Yahoo, MSN, whatever. Now, research journalists, again, academics, marketers, they use BoardReader to track trends, public sentiment, product feedback, marketing niches. You know, hey, if a company A says, hey, I got a product I want to promote, they'll go into BoardReader and use them to find out what's trending. What do people like? What do they not like? Now, the decline of forums and BoardReader's legacy. So, as social media platforms emerged, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, all these other forums, as those traditional forums began to decline, many communities migrated to like subreddits, Discord, face groups, Stack communities. BoardReader's relevance faded as the landscape changed, but its legacy is still important. So while BoardReader's not as well known as the other communities are, it's still there, and journalists and academics still use it. It's a great tool to use. I highly recommend searching for it, save the page on your browser, and just have it in the background if you ever need to do research. Some people like Google, and that's fine. Google's great. I like Google. But if you want to try something different and you want a different type of a different type of feedback from your search engine, BoardReader is definitely the way to go. So BoardReader's legacy is amazing. Actually, from my research, it truly is an amazing website, amazing search engine. It preserved early internet culture, so basically forums where people were honest, passionate, or even deeply knowledgeable. BoardReader helped preserve that era. So stuff that you may have posted in message boards or community forums from back in the early 2000s are probably still there. And I've never tried it, but maybe you guys at home want to try it. Try seeing if they can pull up a message board that you may have, maybe you posted in a forum. I know AOL used to have forums. Maybe if you tried looking there and seeing if there's anything that you may have posted that could still be there, because BoardReader likes to preserve community message boards. They want to preserve that era. It also inspired other search engines. Like, for example, we have PubMed for medical research, Wolfram Alpha for computational knowledge, and then there's Reddit search engines for community discussions, for community discussions. See, this is what happens when I don't drink coffee in the morning. Oh my gosh. Anyways, sorry, I digressed. Anyways, BoardReader inspired the creation of other search engines. And again, if it wasn't for BoardReader, we probably wouldn't have like Reddit or PubMed or all these other ones. BoardReader was one of the earliest examples of a vertical search engine, which is basically a search engine that's built for one specific type of content. And that's what they focused on. And they wanted to be a small company. They didn't want to grow in size of Google or Yahoo. They wanted to be their own little quiet niche in the internet world. And they were. And they still are around. They're just not as prevalent as they used to be. Well, I don't even know if they were prevalent in the 2000s. I don't remember ever hearing about them, but I was young, you know. All I wanted was to do my Google searches, and I didn't care about community forums then, but you know, maybe they were popular then, but as of right now, they're still there. And you can still create an account and log in. It's just not as prevalent. It's not in your face. It's not heavily advertised like most search engines are. Also, BoardReader, it showed the value of community data. Before big data, before sentiment analysis, before AI even, BoardReader proved that community conversations were considered valuable. So BoardReader has no AI. From when I used it, I didn't see any trace of AI. It's strictly just, this is what you look for. These are the results you're going to get. So, question is, where is BoardReader today? It's still, like I said, it still exists, even though it's far less prominent than when it once was. It's still a small, independent owned operation, still owned by Scott Purdon from Troy, Michigan, still unfunded and still focused on forums. And it's basically is a reminder. BoardReader is basically a reminder that sometimes the most valuable information isn't found on extravagant websites like Google and Yahoo or MSN or Edge. It's found in the messy, passionate conversations of everyday people. So it's trying to keep that. BoardReader has its own niche in the market, its own small niche, and it works for them. It really does. Even though they're not as prominent, they're still there and they still exist. And that's how they want to keep the company. And I think they're doing great. And I highly recommend it. It's such a valuable tool to have. Save it on your browser if you ever want to try search in a forum. Let's say you're a new mom and you are looking for safe toys for your child for their first Christmas or something, or or whatever. Like let's use that for an example. You're a new mom, you get your baby, it's their first Christmas. You want to get them something, but you want to make sure it's something that's not going to harm your child, something that doesn't have anything that's detachable that they could choke on. You want to make sure that the quality of the material is sufficient, that it's not going to harm your baby. No paint, no whatever. Instead of doing a Google search and looking up all these toys, of course you're going to get all this vast amount of data. It's going to be overwhelming. You're going to say, forget it, I'm not doing it. Stop. Go to BoardReader. Type in the search what you're looking for. It will scan community boards. It will scan as well community messages. and it forums as well, and it will tell you what people are saying. Forums still exist. You can still post stuff on forums and message boards. But that's what they'll focus on. It'll cut out all the web results. It'll give you just the information you need. Anyways, on that note, we are going to end it today, but I just wanted to let everyone know that this was that as I find and discover more information about companies or little niches here in like this particular one, like BoardReader, I will podcast about it and explain it. Now I want everyone to know that there are these little hidden gems out there that most people don't realize. And if you do realize it, that's great. And if for those that don't get frustrated with search engine results. If you're looking for something specific, definitely give BoardReader a try. You will not be disappointed. So on that note, we'll close it out with a final adieu. BoardReader may never become a household name, but it does play a crucial role in indexing the internet's hidden conversations. It captured the voice of communities long before social media, took over. So they scan and they browse dozens and millions of community message boards and community forums to give you the information you need. In doing so, it also preserved the digital history that we have. So on that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. I hope you all have a great day, and please check out my YouTube channel. It's called @MistressSweetP-P. So it's @MistressSweet-PEA. I also have a Twitch channel that I'm working on. It is live. There are a few bugs I need to work out on, but it's going to be live. It's Mistress N, like the letter N, Mayhem, MAYHEM. That is going to be up and running very, very soon, probably before the end of this week. There are just a few bugs I had to work out on that. My video podcasts are going to resume, as well as I have other social media means that I will be pursuing as well. On that note, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feedback, I accept all feedback. Definitely check it out. This is definitely podcasting is definitely something I enjoy, and I enjoy sharing information with you all because I believe everyone has a right to know about these things out there. On that note, everyone have a great day wherever you are on this planet. Enjoy your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are watching right now. And we will be in touch. Toodles.